Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Ali and this here is Saturn, and in today's video we are talking chinchilla colours, or mutations as they're sometimes known, and in particular 5 rare chinchilla mutations. Why am I doing this video? Well, when I was younger I liked nothing better than to skim through chinchilla books looking at all the different and pretty chinchilla mutations that were available, and also playing around with the Silverfall chinchilla calculator online. So I really enjoy talking about chinchilla mutations, and I hope you like the chinchilla mutations that I am showcasing today. Okay, first on my list is Black Pearl. Now, this is the newest chinchilla mutation on my list by a long way. Black pearls actually originate from Poland. A Polish breeder bred 2 standard grey chinchillas together and got a surprise when a kit popped out they were not expecting: a black pearl. After doing a lot more breeding and investigation, they discovered that the new mutation was in fact recessive, which means that both chinchillas need to be carrying the genetics for black pearl in order to produce a black pearl kit. So what do they look like? They are jet black on top and on their sides and have a white belly. Now, these are not to be confused with black velvets, which have been around for ages and ages but do look slightly similar. Now, the difference between black velvets and black pearls is with black velvets they have a black veiling on their heads and on their backs, which turns to grey on their sides, and then they have a white belly. With black pearls they don't have any grey on them at all. It's just literally black and white, which makes them look very eye-catching. They are available sometimes in the pet trade. I know of a breeder that is Polish that lives in the UK that breeds and sells these, but they normally do have quite a high price tag. A lot of breeders in the UK are working with black pearls, but they rarely do become available to pet owners, as breeders prefer to trade between themselves when it's a rare mutation like that. So the chances of you getting them are reduced, but they can be available sometimes. I have seen them up for sale before. So the next one on my list is Blue Diamond. Now, Blue Diamond is a combination of 2 recessive genes, Violet and Sapphire. Blue Diamonds are a very light bluish lilac-y colour and are extremely stunning. The reason why they're so rare is because they can be hard to breed when you're working with 2 recessive mutations. Now, don't get me wrong, breeding blue diamonds can be as easy as you like. You just stick a blue diamond with a blue diamond and hey presto, you have nothing but blue diamond kits. The problem with doing this is that often the kits are inferior to the adults, and they are often weaker and have a plethora of health issues. So you really don't want to be breeding recessives with recessives like that. So what most breeders do is they work with carriers. When you work with carriers, the chances of you getting a blue diamond are dramatically reduced, which is why they're so rare. Now again, these are sometimes available in the pet trade, but quite often have a really quite high price tag when they do become available, and quite often, as I say, with breeders they like to trade between themselves, so it's more often than not you won't see them for sale. Occasionally you might see one. Okay, number 3, charcoal and char browns. In appearance, these are nearly identical to medium ebonies. They're just grey all over, hence the name charcoal. The difference between these and ebonies is that charcoal is actually a recessive mutation and has nothing to do with ebony at all. Because they look so similar to medium ebonies, and medium eb isn't exactly a popular colour, a lot of breeders just don't bother working with them because it's hard work breeding recessives. If they're not a popular colour, breeders don't put in the effort to breed with them. So unfortunately, I think this could be a mutation that may die out in the future if breeders don't start working with them. I only know of 1 or 2 breeders that do actually work with charcoal still, and the chances of you finding one in the pet trade are really quite slim because they are just so rare. They really are a dying mutation. So yeah, charcoals, they're very pretty chinchillas. So the next one on my list is Gold Bar, also known as low recessive white. As the name would suggest, they are a recessive white mutation. They have a really light golden creamy colour on top and often have a bluish tint to their eyes. They are super pretty. They originate from America and they are very rare in the UK. It's very unlikely that you will see them in the pet market. I have only ever seen one in real life once. That is because I had a breeder near me that had one and she brought it out to show me. Don't get me wrong, some of the biggest breeders in the UK do have these in their herds, but the chances of you ever seeing one up for sale are so remote because, as I say, with rare mutations like that, breeders normally trade between themselves. They don't necessarily offer them out to the pet market. They are really gorgeous, but extremely rare. I don't know if they're as rare in America as they are in the UK. I'm assuming not because they come from America. They might be more available, but yeah, super rare in the UK. Okay, so the last one on my list is Extreme Whites. Now, this is a bit of a trick one because Extreme Whites are not actually a rare mutation at all, as they are genetically just bog standard whites. Extreme Whites are exactly what they sound like. Whites with extreme markings on them, which stand out and are very unique looking. Why are these so rare? Because extreme markings like this are completely random flukes of nature. You can't breed for an extreme white. If you get an extreme white and try to breed it to produce more extreme whites, you won't get anywhere because it is completely random and it's not something that breeders can actually breed for. So it's really due to luck if you get one like this. So that's why they are just so rare. They often get a high price tag, even though they are just whites. But because of how their markings have turned out and because of how eye-catching they are, they often get a high price tag. I'm sorry if you can hear my budgies in the background. They are making their presence known at the moment. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video and I hope you've learned a little bit more about chinchillas and chinchilla colours. And I will see you in another video soon. Goodbye for now.